Okie doke. Let's get the live chat up running. And then let's begin. So, I'd like to say hello to everyone who's watching. Hope everyone is all well. Hope you've all had a good weekend. Wherever you are around the world, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to today's Train Sim World 2 live stream. And for today's live stream, I thought I'd try something a little bit different. And this time we are going on pretty much a passenger route in the UK, but this time in Scotland. And that is the Glasgow Cathcart Circle line. So I'm keen to have a go on this, have some fun. So we're going to do, firstly, either it's an anti-clockwise or clockwise journey of the actual Cathcart Circle, going from Glasgow Central to Glasgow Central. That will be the first part of the stream. And then we'll be tackling the two respective branches of Neilston and Newton here in part 2. Newton there, and then Neilston to Glasgow Central. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's pick with this one. And I haven't actually done this service, as you can tell from the medal scoring system now. I have yet to do it, so it's going to be interesting. This is the 10:51 commuter service from Glasgow Central to Glasgow Central, indeed clockwise. So let's unlock the doors and allow the procedures to commence. Oh, I haven't put the master key on. There we go. Now the doors are opening. Let's check all the correct lights are all on. Destination. Yep. Put on the brakes. Get the lights on for the passengers. Now I tried this the other day, the last time I did Cathcart Circle in my timetable series at your service. I wasn't sure if the lights, the interior lighting for the passengers was actually on or not. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But I remember when I pressed that button here, the lighting set, I got an achievement for saying, "Oh, well done, you've turned on the passenger lights," or something, the first time I was in this cab. So yeah, a bit unusual. So I presume it's a bug. I suppose we can have a look. Presume they're on. Not too sure. It looks light inside, or lighter inside than it is on the outside. There's a train coming in. I do have all the substitution enabled services on this route for today's stream, so hopefully we'll see a bit more activity, or a bit more variety in activity, I should say. Let's take a look at the chat before we depart. E60 Guy 101, hey Spurs, Saito Kin, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. E60 Guy 101 is on the Class 66 on Southeastern. Awesome. Hope you're having some freight fun on Southeastern. I've obviously done all of the services that concerns the 66 on the Southeastern, and it's, yeah, certainly a lot of fun. Just a single free car unit, as always, on the Cathcart Circle. You obviously heard in the background the Scottish announcements in the stations, which is a nice touch. So you get that Scottish flair. And no, I'm not going to do the accent. I'm terrible at Scottish. I don't want to offend my fellow Scottish viewers that are tuning in, or Scottish subscribers. Yeah, I must say apologies for being a little bit late to for beginning the stream. I felt a bit peckish, so I decided to go and get something. So what have I got? I have a dairy milk, chocolate, and some Pringles. That's what I'll be eating while on these passenger duties today. Just got something to keep myself occupied with. So it's a challenging stream, this one. Eating, talking, and driving. Lovely. Marvellous. So the first stop is Pollock Shields East. You can get a service done pretty quick on this route. It is not the biggest route, but if you conduct a service that's quite a lot of stopping, you can stretch it out. Certainly make the journey feel more longer. It's very similar in some ways to the 5 Circle line in Train Simulator, that it does actually incorporate a circle, and you can do clockwise and anti-clockwise journeys. So think of it like that: the 5 Circle line, but not in Fife, but and not in Edinburgh. It's in Glasgow, and it's smaller. It's more condensed, and I like that. You get that city / commuter town urban feel, which is quite cool. And plus I love the ScotRail livery on the 314. It's not a bad electric multiple unit. Very good brakes, quite rapid acceleration as well. And the route itself, quite a challenge really, with I think the undulation was a big surprise to me when I first tried this out. Quite a lot of undulation, some quite steep downhill sections and uphill sections as well. Yum. Right, approaching Pollock Shields East. And we're doing okay time-wise, which is good. Very good. Approaching the stopping point. Let's make a good first stop. There we are. So unlock the doors and allow the passenger boarding procedures to commence. Let's have a look at the chat. E60 guy 101. The class 465 is 1 year old. Is it really? Wow. Wow. 1 year old already. Good grief. Time has flown by. 1 year old. Only feels like last week that it only just came out for Southeastern. Let's lock the doors. The next stop is Queen's Park. Lovely. If this makes you hungry, then I apologise. I'm absolutely starving. Here's Queen's Park. Oops. not a problem. It's quite easy to apply the emergency brakes, but they're also very easy to get out of the emergency brakes situation. You don't have to stop the train and get the master switch to neutral and charge the brakes and all that kind of stuff you do on other routes. All you do is take it out and put it in step 3 of braking, and or step 2 or step 1, and there you are, back to normal. Pretty good. You can see there, put it in emergency briefly, and within a few seconds it's gone back to step 1, and you're all set, pretty much ready to go. Now, Queen's Park is for those football fans or soccer fans. There's the 314. This is a station where you have to disembark, of course, to get to the National Football Stadium, which is Hampden Park, where Scotland plays their football matches, as well as Scottish Cup finals as well. Not sure who's who in the next round of the Scottish Cup. I imagine it'll be either Hibernian or Hearts or Celtic or Rangers. One of those 4. Or maybe Aberdeen as well, but they're having a terrible season in the Scottish Premier League. Anyway, off football, back to trains. The next stop is Crosshill. Very much stop-start at the moment. Here's a steep grade, 1%. Even though there's a relatively small distance between the stations, you can still reach 40 miles per hour. This is a rapid train. Right, here's Crosshill. Roughly on time, which is good. There we are, unlock the doors, allow the boarding procedures to begin. E60 Guy 101, the red 363 has been overshadowed by the blue 363. Red 363. Oh, the German shunter. I don't know about being overshadowed. I'm not really sure about that, to be honest. Well, they're pretty much the same, really, aren't they? It's just the visuals that look different, obviously, with the exterior. Really, it's just it's in the Bundesbahn blue livery, which is the 363 is used on. What is it? Nürburgring Dresden and the Taranto ramp, and that's it. The red 363 is used just on Rössignol, but I think the 363, even though it is of course a separate DLC, loco DLC, I think that is still the better package overall terms. I mean, you've got three scenarios. The blue one, you only have I think 1 or 2. That is if you buy both routes, of course, Taranto ramp and the Nürburgring Dresden. The services are pretty much free services, but doubled on the Nürburgring Dresden. Same goes for Taranto ramp. Whereas with the timetable package for the 363 on Rössignol, it's different. You got a different variation of services and in different locations on the route as well. So I still think that the red 363 just about holds a candle to the Bundesbahn blue 363. Anyway, we'll be getting to those locomotives soon. Looking forward to doing some shunting streams. Not too far away. I've just got a few more routes to cover on my streams, and then shunting and all that kind of stuff will begin very, very soon. It's just I haven't done streams on the newer train sim world routes, so I thought I needed to get them in, get them done. Plus, it's good fun. Now I'm going to have some Pringles. Right, the next stop is, well, the name of the route itself, Cathcart. Just under half a mile away. Off we go. Pick up a bit of speed. Just like that. Need to turn off the battery saver on my phone. Keeps going to sleep. Not what I need. Whoops. Didn't see the speed limit. Too busy munching on a Pringle. I don't think any driver has said that before. There we are. Now let's unlock the doors. Okay, let's have a look at the live chat. Do you have motion blur on? I do. I only have the motion blur on for the streams because it just helps the stream quality remain consistent and stable. Because I don't want the stream to lag and go bag or anything like that. So, as a precaution, I leave motion blur turned on. Yes. Or I turn motion blur on, I should say. Right, let's lock the doors and get rocking and rolling. Right, let's rock and roll. The next stop is Langside, so let's go. E60 Guy 101, will you do any Northeast Corridor, Northeast Corridor services in at your service like the trash train? Well, I'm certainly going to be doing... If you're on about the... Well, it depends which Northeast Corridor, because there's two DLCs. Obviously, I'm going to be doing the Boston Sprinter. That's not too far away, and then I'm just preparing for that now, getting cherry-picking for types of services I need to conduct, and at specific times of day, of course. Northeast Corridor, New York, I'm not too sure. I don't think I'm able to do services on that, because I think the game, for me, has become all of a sudden very unstable. I'm not sure why. Maybe the game doesn't like the PS5 or something. I'm not too sure, because it is just the PS4 version, and it is quite old. And I did a play on it the other day, and yeah, it was not looking good. Not just the graphics, but the performance was a bit worrying for me, so I'll have to have a long, hard think whether I should take a gamble and do services on Northeast Corridor, New York, but it's not easy. It's going to be difficult to firstly record it and then put it all together. Because of how inconsistent the frame rate was. It was shocking. I mean, I know there's not many services on Northeast Corridor compared to the Boston Sprinter, but I was shocked by how bad the lag and the frame was. It was not good, which was a bit of a shock for me. I thought it performed much better on the PS4, but on the PS5, It's like a fish out of water. But to answer your question, yeah, I'll be doing some Northeast Corridor services, just a Boston Sprinter one for now. I'm going to try and I may, in the long term, figure out a way how to get Northeast Corridor New York somehow working smooth-ish on this PlayStation 5. I might not. I might have to go back to my PlayStation 4. I've got to find it first. And maybe do it from there, but we'll see what happens. Long way from thinking from that situation just yet. Anyway, the next stop is Pollock Shields East, Platform 1. East 60 going 101, the old Northeast Corridor. Well, I mean, as you've just heard from my monologue of explaining the difficulties of the old Northeast Corridor, it is unlikely. I'll be totally honest with you there, but I haven't explored all of the avenues yet. But yeah, I'll have a fiddle around with it this week, and I'll see what I can do. There's no guarantees that I'll do it. Yum. Gotta love Pringles. Haven't had them for a while. That was nice. Nice to have some. They were on offer in the shop, which was nice. Right, we'll let the passenger procedures begin. Let's take a look outside, actually. This is the station. This is the ScotRail livery. ScotRail, Scotland's railway. There's the flower train. Springtime is near, my friend. You can hear the sounds of the pantograph there. Dink, dink, dink. Welcome to Scotland, home of Nessie. Yep. Make sure you have your tickets validated for your travel. It's Glasgow Central and Glasgow Central. On the destination displays, let's lock the doors and get cracking. We're going to be late anyway, but I'm not bothered. We can make up for lost time. I am confident in my driving abilities. Right, the next stop is Shawlands. Let's get going. Right, Shawlands is not far away. I was literally about to look at the live chat, but then I saw how close I was to Shawlands and thought, best I stick to the game for a second. Because I think we got a downhill gradient coming up. Yeah, we do, quite a steep one. These are long platforms, aren't they? Very long platforms. You could quite easily fit a 6 or maybe 7 coach passenger train on here, on these stations, that's for sure. There we are. Excellent. Right. Here we are at Shawlands. E60 guy would have won. I think Dovetail should have brought back the GP40-2 back for the expansion pack. The GP40-2. Oh, you mean that one that was exclusively available to the PC users in the very first train sim world? Yeah, it was an odd one. It was available on Xbox One, I think, at the time. It was practically useless. You were paying £11 or £12 nearly for a locomotive that you could only use to sub into services. It didn't come with any new services, and it didn't come with any new scenarios or even the training module, because all of those extra scenarios and tutorials were for sandpatch grade, and obviously in Train Sim World 2020 at the time of Xbox One, sandpatch grade didn't exist. It was impossible to run it on the consoles at that time. So whether they'll bring it back, I don't think they'll bring it back. No. I think the CSX C40-8W does a good job of replacing it, really. Because if you look at it, there are similarities. The GP40-2 is very similar to the SD40-2, and the CSX C40-8W was very similar to the AC 4400CW for sandpatch grade, aside from the different variations of livery. So I don't think we will see it back. And do we really need it? No, not really. I think the C40-8W was to me personally, I prefer the C40-8W over a GP40-2, 100%. Plus, it came with its own coal hoppers, if I remember correctly, a freebay or something. CSX coal hopper. I think the SD40, the GP40-2 also came with, I think, the exact same one, actually. Which is interesting. I was about to say no, it didn't, but then it just popped into my head that it did. Yum. Right, off we go. The next stop is Pollock Shields West. Again. No, wait, wasn't again. We haven't been there yet, have we? The GP40-2 came with a coil car. Huh. Did it now? E60 Guy 101 has the GP40-2. I presume you mean for Xbox or PC, of course. You couldn't use it for Train Sim World 2, could you? Even if you have it on the old Train Sim World, because there's no Train Sim World 2 version of that DLC. So, yeah, for me, waste of money for Xbox users. It didn't really add anything other than substituting services for Northeast Corridor. I don't think it was even available for the PlayStation store. I don't think it's available for on the PlayStation 4. I'll have a look at that when I finished. Actually, I'll check. E60 Go 101, I still wonder why the old Rochester station is still there. I'm not too sure, really. No idea. Rochester, on Southeastern High Speed. Yeah, strange that. I'm not really sure why. I'm sure there's a reason. E60 Go 101, I remember when I got the number 7777 on the C40-8W. It must be a lucky number then, or a very rare number of the lineup of locomotives that CSX had. Whether that number was accurate and real to its real life counterpart, I don't know. The next and the final stop is Glasgow Central. It's not a busy route, Cathcart Circle. It needs to be. I think a Loco DLC will certainly boost the timetable. It needs to. It will have to be a ScotRail electric multiple unit, or a diesel passenger train or something. Maybe a Class 170, that could be useful. I'm just thinking, because this time period was, what, 2014, 2015, so... and obviously, what is being used on Cathcart Circle now would have nowhere near been close to being introduced in this time period. I mean, I do like the modern electric multiple units they have on the Cathcart Circle line now. Super clean, super modern, love it. Very much an evolution in pretty much every department, really. Technology, comfort, performance. Here's another 314. One mile to go until Glasgow Central. Excuse me. Site of Kin, Spurs, yeah, and BOK will benefit from a West Coast mainline release of 172. Yeah, 170, that will do the job. That will do the job. BKL, I'm not sure what that is. What's BKL? BKL, don't know what that means. It means it's a short abbreviation for something, but I don't know what that is. Approaching Glasgow Central. Very iconic station, and very I'm about to say iconic entrance to the station as well. Some very nice architecture. The architecture certainly has a presence in the station. Even though it's quite old architecture, it does look magnificent. Especially if you look at pictures online of the exterior. Fantastic. What platform are we going into? Platform 5. There's another 314. Off to do his passenger duties. We're just finishing up ours here. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. I've had a very busy weekend, actually. I went to see a show yesterday, which was a nice surprise, and yeah, quite enjoyed it. Bit of a laugh. Here we are. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we are. Sergeant Kin, I think that was... the Bakerloo line. Okay. Yeah, and Bakerloo line will benefit from the West Coast mainline release. West Coast mainline release. I'm just trying to think. There isn't one, is there? No. I think you. Okay, I know what you mean. The Bakerloo line will benefit from a West Coast mainline release. Yeah. Sorry, I struggled to get my head around that question. It will. Yeah, it'd be interesting if they did. West Coast mainline release. I wonder which one they would choose first, the East Coast mainline or the West Coast mainline. What's more iconic? I suppose status-wise, or in folklore, or railway folklore, would have to be the East Coast mainline. Obviously very famous for the green Flying Scotsman. Now that would be a locomotive I'd like to see in Train Sim World. Yeah, I think you've got to do the East Coast mainline first, haven't you? Anyway, there's our list of stations. 11 in total. Got a gold. That was good. Let's conduct the second service now. The Creators Club beta there in the loading screen. Right, let's do branching out. Let's go from. Let's do Newton, then we'll do Neilston. That's a good one. And I think I'll do a depot run after those two. Actually, I don't do usually many. Oh my blimey, that is dark, isn't it? Good grief. Let's thought that out. That's better. Sorry if you couldn't hear me. I was trying to munch as quickly as I can on the Pringles I have in my mouth. I couldn't resist, I'm sorry. The taste is too good. Let's turn on the lights for the passengers. If they are even working, I've no idea if they are, but there we are. Let's turn on these two lights. Make it feel a bit more cozy. And we turn on the safety systems. Now this is the problem with these headlights not being bright enough. You can barely see what's going on. Oh yeah, the cab light, oh yeah, the interior lights do work. Excellent, I'm glad. That is a dark, dark night. Oh well, haven't done a night service on the stream before. Well, I might have done, but a very long time ago, so yeah, why not do it? Let's do it. Let's rise to the challenge. Right, let's take a look at the chat while we are proceeding to Kirkhill. E60 camera, don't crash to the station wall. I won't, don't worry. I'm a master at this route. I've done 9 videos on this route, plus a tutorial as well, and some scenarios. So I'm pretty well acquainted to the Cathcart Circle. As you saw there in the previous service, got a gold. So my experience is proving very valuable. So Kean, Spurs, West Coast Mainline would have more utility for routes. The East Coast Mainline would be more iconic. That's a fair point. That's a fair argument, actually. Yeah, very true. Now, what would be first? I difficult to judge. Probably the West Coast Mainline actually would be a better shout because it is kind of there, isn't it? In Train Symbol too. It's in the background, if you like. So it's lingering, almost like giving us a hint. As in, yeah, I'm going to come to the game soon. Keep an eye out for me, guys. Ben Davis, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Spurs, have you tried at the club, Creators Club, yet? I actually did. I downloaded was it a user's custom made scenario? Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. I'm not saying the scenario was bad or anything. Yeah, it just doesn't have the same feeling to me when conducting an actual timetable service. Like, the busyness is just lost for me on the custom made scenarios, and plus you can't even do custom made shunting scenarios is a huge drawback for me. It does not attract me to making scenarios or downloading scenarios, because that element is absent. So I don't even think you can add like wagons in the sidings or anything just to be used as scenery. So that is a huge a drawback for me. It does not look attractive to me, and the livery aspect, I haven't even touched that yet, and I'm not planning to. Not that I'm not saying that the people's clubs, the people's liveries that they create isn't good enough or accurate enough. I'm not saying that. It's just that livery aspect kind of thing is just not up my street, really. And I wouldn't even make liveries anyway, or scenarios, because my creativeness is at zero. I'm not very much a artistic person. That's for sure. I was terrible at art at school, and I'd probably still be terrible at art now. Anyway, the next stop is Burnside. I think the good thing is, actually, going off topic, as we're going into Glasgow, hopefully we'll get closer to the sunlight. Or what is left of the sunlight, I should say. So hopefully it won't be just pure darkness. I mean, as we get into the city of Glasgow, it'll be more lit up. Burnside is over a mile away. Lovely. Anyway, back to the Creators Club. The only way I will be attracted to Creators Club is they need to do a hell of a lot more work to the scenario planner thing. To me, it's still not complete. I was about to say not good enough, but I think that was a bit harsh. So I think not complete. It needs further work and features added to it, that's for sure. Approaching Burnside. If I could see it. Good thing I put down the stopping markers. There they are. We're going way too fast. Way too fast. Oh dear. Emergency brakes. Stop. Thankfully there's no red signal, so we can reverse in if we went too far. I'll reverse back. If I could even reverse back. Come on, what's going on? Please, let's reverse. Sorry passengers, I didn't mean to miss a station. I'll pull back into the platform. Sure they won't mind. That's the challenge of driving in the dark. You struggle to see. Oh blimey, I'm all over the shop window here. Let's stop. Yeah, that'll do. Oh dear. Let's have a look. How far are we? What's that? Oh, there's the platform. Okay, that's not bad. Why aren't the street lights on? They need to be lit up. Look at it. It's pitch black in the sky. Oh no, don't tell me that the street lamps are, the station lights aren't working. That's a disaster. That will lose my references then. My visual references. There's a bit of a breeze outside as well. You can see the tree there swaying from side to side. Left on the right hand side of my window. Right, the next stop is Crawford. If I could see it. It's very hard to see in the dark, but the light in the sky is guiding to us. Is a guidance to us. Yum. There's another train. Right, I'm going to get on the brakes now, I think. Just in case. Don't want to massively overshoot this time. There's a stop mark, I can just see it. Oh, the lights on the platforms are broken, they're not turned on. They need to be turned on. And they're not. Oh dear. There we are. That's a new bug for you to fix, Dovetail. You got to fix the lights at night. Oh no. Well, it looks like the station building there had lights coming out of the windows. It's just the lights, isn't it? The lamp posts. Let's have a look. Let's investigate what's going on here. Well, hang on a minute. The light is being illuminated, but there's no lamp. There's no lights in the street light. Oh, well, that's a bit odd. So they do work, but at the same time they don't work. Oh, this game, honestly, it's full of surprises, I swear to God. Let's have a look at the chat. Cytokin Spurs, and there is already an out-of-bounds mod remover. So all they need once they release it is to make the timetable. Ah, I see. E60 guy just wants a root builder for TSW2. I think that's what we all want. I remember Dovetail was very early on in Train Sim World's development. They were, talking quite openly and quite consistently as well about how the editor was coming along, and then since midway through 2019 it just faded away. It just stopped. And we never heard about it ever since. Which is sad, really, but there we are. They may bring it back, but it's more likely that they won't. Or bring back a conversation about it, I should say. Spurs is hard to see at night in TSW, yeah. Damn right. Sodakim Sim Rail does do nighttime a fair bit better, I'll concede that. Sim Rail, what's that? That's a game, isn't it? Sim Rail? Or a person, I don't know. I presume Sim Rail is a game. I've never heard of that one before. Well, at least I don't think I have. I may have, I don't know. My memory is getting worse, I swear. Oh dear. Here we are at Kings Park. Excellent, look at that. Sotokin, oh no, he's Oh, Ben Davis, sorry. I'm playing trains because I make real-life model layouts in the game. I love to make my own route and choose all types of rolling stock and doing all types of services, but I love Train Sim World for its timetable mode. Absolutely. Sonic and Spurs it's a train sim scheduled to be released like April or May. There's a prologue for free if you want to give it a go. Okay, what's that on then? It's free. I'll download that and have a look. Can't say no to a free prologue. Excuse me. The next stop is Langside. Familiar station name now? Apologies for speeding there. I didn't notice we had a 25 mile per hour limit. So that's where we've come from. And that is ultimately our final destination. Glasgow Central. Foxy Spurs, hey, how are you? I'm good. Hope you're well, Foxy. What are you eating? I'm eating Pringles. That's what I'm eating. E60 guy, what a wireless, maybe a bit strange while doing shunting with an AC 4400 CW. Yeah, it is strange. It's not every day you see a big, huge locomotive like that doing some shunting activities. Oh, well, that's the beauty of Train Sim World, I suppose. You can do shunting and all that kind of stuff with whatever locomotive you choose. I presume that's an off-the-rails mode thing. Ben Davis, I wish Sonic Kent is to be two and trains team up together. Yeah, it'd be cool if they updated both games or made an alliance with each other. That'd be quite cool, that. Share technologies and ideas and all that kind of stuff. Foxy, nice to know. I feel well too. Excellent. Matt Jennings, evening. Good to see one of my favourite DLCs live. Oh yes, I was had to do one of these, the Cathcart Circle. Sorry, I had to give this route a bit of love on my streams. I haven't done a stream on this route until now. Speaking of streaming wise, of course, if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel for more Train Sim World live streams. I do it on a Sunday and a Monday evening in the UK. In terms of the next stream, we're taking a big departure from what we're doing this evening, that's for sure, because we're travelling over to the USA and we're going to be doing one huge freight service, and a long freight service, I must say, on Cane Creek. Now that will be interesting. That will be on tomorrow night, Monday, 8:30 PM UK time, so don't miss it. If you are fans of Cane Creek, then you know where to go. Overshot by a little bit, but I think we'd be okay. I could just see the edge of the platform there, I think. So we're just about okay. It's getting difficult, more difficult to see now outside. E60 guy 101, it's a scenario called Cumberland Switchback. Cumberland Switchback. Trying to think. Cumberland Switchback. Have I done it? I must have done. Can't remember. have to take a look at that when the stream is finished. Foxy, the chips and mustache man, I see. I love the garlic and the barbecue version with onions. Ah, lovely. Yeah, this one I have is a sour cream and onion. The green tube Pringles, to be more exact. Foxy, oh great, I like the US locos, good. Glad you're looking forward to the next stream tomorrow. I'm only going to be able to do one service or scenario or whatever on Cane Creek. I haven't decided what exactly to do there yet, but yeah, with the speed limit being so low for most of the route at 25 or 15 or 20 miles an hour, it takes nearly 2 hours to do one service or a one complete run of Cane Creek from Potash to Thompson or vice versa. So yeah, gonna be a long one, that's for sure. Pressed emergency brake by an accident. Oh well, never mind. It'll help us come to a stop, I suppose. Wait. That wasn't a bad stop at all, actually. Emergency brakes might have gave us a helping hand, rather than be a problem. E60 Guy 101, if you're using the SD40-2 in Cane Creek, use the Sherman Hill one with the red stripe at the bottom. I don't think I have Sherman Hill installed. No, I don't. No, I don't have Sherman Hill installed. It's too big to fit on my version of Train Symbol 2 at the moment. I'll have to go fishing for it tomorrow and see if I can get it installed. I should have it, shouldn't I? I did buy it, didn't I? Yeah, I did buy it. Yeah, I'll go hunting for it tomorrow in the PlayStation Store and see if I can try and re-download it. I'll have to jiggle around with my DLCs again and decide which routes will stay and which routes will have to make way for either Cane Creek or Sherman Hill. I've got Cane Creek installed, obviously, because I'm still doing some videos on Cane Creek, so Sherman Hill, I'm nowhere near starting with that one yet. I don't think I've even done a full run on Sherman Hill. And speaking of those two routes, it'd be interesting to compare those routes, see which one takes the longest to do a complete run from one side of the route to the other. That'd be an interesting one, that. I think Sherman Hill is shorter, or no, a longer route, but the speed limit is much higher in general compared to Cane Creek. But I think Sherman Hill has much steeper grades and heavier tonnage. So yeah, it'd be interesting to compare that, actually. Yeah, I'll download Sherman Hill and give it a go. I won't obviously do a stream on Sherman Hill tomorrow. Not yet, anyway. Just thinking, what routes do I have to stream next after this? Not far away, really, from a stream from Sherman Hill. Not far. Right, let's lock the doors. Right, the next stop is Maxwell Park, just over half a mile away. E60 going. Oh, it's the free roam scenario you're on about. Ah, I see. I forgot about that. You could do free roam scenarios. Oh, yeah, that is. Yeah, those free roam scenarios are awesome. Brilliant for shunting and switching. I just wish we had a proper shunter in those scenarios. I would happily do switching all afternoon if we had one of those free roam scenarios on Peninsula Corridor or one of the German ones. Matt Jennings, I find the route similar to the underground, can brake late at stations and also a short distance to stations. Absolutely, yeah, it's very much a stop-start route. Very passenger intensive, actually. And as you can see, the darker it's getting, the more harder it is to see. Oh my lord, where are we going? Ah! Oh, we got a break. There it is. This is getting impossible now. I can barely see the rails. Stop! Ah! Well, this would be a mammoth achievement if I can finish this scenario, this service off. Oh, stop, train. Thank you. How far are we? Oh, we're near the top of the circle. We're nearly there. I think this is the next stop is, I think, Glasgow. No, it's Pollokshields West. Oh, drat. Never mind. Foxy, I might be there, but I'm not sure. I'm studying for my A-levels. Oh, it's all right. If you're gonna miss the stream, not to worry. As always, the stream is re-uploaded to the channel, so you can watch it back in all its glory. So don't worry. You won't miss out on anything, regardless if it's live or not. You will still see the stream in its entirety. Football Jack 42. I am from Scotland. Excellent. That's what I like to see. I was going to ask, which football team in Scotland do you support? I suppose it's one of the big guns, either Glasgow's Celtic or Rangers, or maybe some other big clubs in Scotland like Aberdeen, Hearts or Hibernian. Crazy Dash, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Crazy Dash. I was about to say good evening, but it's good afternoon where you are, so good afternoon. We're just doing a very tricky service in the dark on Cathcart Circle, where it seems the lights outside don't want to work. Not on the train, but on the platforms. So it's incredibly challenging to see where I'm going. And certainly I'm losing a lot of visual references other than the stop markers on the tracks, so very pleased I kept that turned on, for sure. We're not too late, a couple of minutes, it's not too bad. I've seen worse. There we are. Ben Davis Spurs, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because Hornby got a new announcement at 9 a.m. or p.m. I'm hoping it LBSC Gladstone. I have no idea what that is. I haven't got anything Hornby related at all. And I don't think I have the room even to do a Hornby collection, to be honest with you. I'm more into model cars than trains. Much easier, space-wise. Right, the next and final stop is thankfully Glasgow Central, because it's getting past the point where we're in the black hole in space rather than Glasgow's Cathcart Circle line in Scotland. Look at it. It's just pure darkness. Can hardly see. Just about see the tops of the trees in the sky. As far as the ground is concerned, pretty much zero visibility, other than a few signals and the glints of light off the rails. Lovely. Top Gaming, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. E60 Guy 101, did you know a CSX locomotive fell into the turntable in Cumberland Lard? Did it really? Ooh, wonder how did it fell into the turntable well? Oh dear. How is that possible? How can you even do that these days? It's so obvious. Oh dear. It's obvious where the turntable is. If it's not on your track, don't go on it. Oh dear. Maybe it was I don't know, the visibility was awful or something, I don't know. That's my only explanation. Or literally just forgot about it. I thought the turntable was set for the poor driver. Oh dear, I feel sorry for that locomotive. The front or the back of it, depending which side of the locomotive was either, well, it depends if the locomotive was reversing or accelerating into the turntable. Which bit got damaged? I imagine the front. No, it'll have to be the back, won't it? Surely. You can't make an error like that. Surely to God. Excuse me. Nearly 10 to 6 in the evening here in Glasgow Central area. Look at that, just a huge display of yellow and red signals. Quite a light show though. For sure. Foxy American Engineering, yes. Ben Davis, oh my lord, the LBSQCR Gladstone steam train for the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway was built in 1882 to 1891. Wow, that's an old train. Blimey, I have no idea what that is. I'm just trying to think on any old VHS videos I have of steam trains. Would that incorporate it? The 1800s? I don't think it would have. Oh, Rapid Revenge, hey, how are you? Yeah, light show, yeah, it is. Thankfully, the station, we can see the station. So we're coming out of the darkness and into the light of Glasgow Central. Ah, lovely. Now we can see where we're going. Perfect. Here we are at Glasgow Central. As we've arrived, another train, I believe, is departing very shortly on the right. Trying to dodge the passengers. Trying to keep a good view. Right, time to lock the doors. Here we are. 10 stations stopped at, and a gold. Excellent. Well worth it. Difficult conditions that was. Right, let's commence the final service of the stream. Back to the journey mode. Branching out, and we'll do Neilston this time to Glasgow Central. No, actually, it's not the final service of the stream. I did say I was going to do a depot run. I don't usually do that on this channel, so I thought, why not for tonight? Because I had a feeling like this stream would be over pretty quickly, because the services don't really take that long to do. At least I'm able to see where I am this time. Excuse me, let's turn on the lights for the passengers. Safety systems on and operational. Oh, we got to go already. Blimey. No rest here. It's on, and go, go, go. Go, go, go. We got to stop at Patterton. That's the first stop. Just over 3.5 miles away. Foxy, is this timetable mission set in the winter time, or why is it that dark? It was in the journey mode, so it was obviously set in winter, I presume autumn time or winter conditions, I imagine. Obviously, that time of day, dark at 5 o'clock, nearly 6 o'clock in the evening, so yeah, probably autumn time, yeah. Rapid Revenge, I'm good, thanks. You? Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Very happy that they added a 313 on the East Coast Main Line. Did they really? Oh, didn't know that. A 313, wow. That 313 will be rapid then. Don't know if it'll be a very comfortable ride for the passengers, but wow. Didn't realise that. Talk Gaming, I'm okay, just worried about what's going on in the world right now. Props to Dovetail for what they did. What did Dovetail do? The Ukraine livery thing. Yeah, it was a nice gesture, and nice that they donated to that charity, that Ukraine Red Cross Crisis Appeal. Of course, if you want to donate to that charity, then check out the one of my Train Sim World news videos. That's a Ukrainian flag in the title or the thumbnail. It's pretty recognisable. There's links in the description of that video which will take you to that specific site where you can donate to the Ukrainian people. But yeah, the best of the world, I mean, what will happen will happen. Heck, if we have World War III, we have World War III. If we don't, we don't. I'm just going to take it as it comes, really. Yeah, I'm not going to think about that right now. I've got some driving to do. Right, what's the speed limit? Speed limit's quite quick, isn't it? 56 miles per hour. It's pretty quick. Just over a mile to go until Patterton. Over the River Clyde. I think that's the River Clyde. Well, I know that the River Clyde is close in this area of Scotland. Whether that actually was the River Clyde, I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, of course. I have a strong feeling it was. Bobby, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Foxy, can you also now download stuff from the Creators Club? Well, I could download a scenario from the Creators Club. A livery, I'm not too sure, because I haven't tried that. I haven't tried downloading a livery, and probably not going to. Bobby, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. Just doing some passenger activities on the Glasgow Cathcart Circle line in lovely Scotland. It's a bit of a grim day in this particular service. I'm going way too fast. Oopsie daisy. Not paying attention. Oh dear. Never mind. Oh, we just managed to stop at the stopping point. Well, the back of the train did, anyway. Oh well. Well, the passengers board, at least from the rear carriage. Bobby, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm a good. Foxy, I think I might get a PS5 tomorrow. I'll try and order one tomorrow. Good luck. That's all I can say. Be careful of how much you spend. And be careful not to be tricked by the people that try and sell a fake PS5, or aka show a picture of a PS5 and then they just send you the box on eBay or something. Yeah, so don't try eBay. I wouldn't recommend it. Have you? The next stop is White Craigs. Bobby's on train symbol 2. Excellent. Scams, yeah. Unfortunately. Foxy, but yeah, PlayStation, PayPal has some kind of buyer's insurance safety. True. Oh, if it's PayPal you're getting it off, then, or paying from PayPal, then... Oh, that's probably a secure way of doing it. I don't really buy things on eBay. I think the last thing I brought on eBay was 2 magazines I wanted to add to my collection. The 2 magazines focused on my favourite car of all time, the Corvette C6 Z01, so I was desperate to get a hold of those and just have a read about it. Read about the car and look at pretty cool pictures of it. I think it cost me £8 altogether just for 2 magazines. I thought that's a bargain. I'll take that. And they were in really good condition. Excuse me. Well, actually, speaking of the Corvette ZR1, the C6 ZR1, I'm trying to find a model of it. It's quite difficult and quite expensive, but I'm hopeful I could find one. I actually saw a real Corvette C6 ZR1 on sale on Auto Trader. I was very, very jealous because I would buy it in a heartbeat if I had the money. But it was in the colour black, and I don't really like a black car, not really. Lovely. Talk Gaming or try and get a PS5 from Curry's PC World. Well, good luck. We're usually sold out on there. And they're hideously expensive, Curry's PC World. Crazy over the top prices for not just the consoles but other products as well, like TVs and all that kind of stuff. Hideously overpriced. Foxy, curry with rice and chicken. It's a store. Curry's PC World is a store in England, not for food. Oh dear, the next stop is William Wood. Oh dear. Bobby's on Cane Creek. Excellent. Excellent. Whoa, blimey. I'm not looking where I'm going. East 60 Guy 101, see you later. No worries, take care of yourself. We'll see you next time. enjoy the rest of your weekend. That is if there's much of it left. Which in the UK there is not. It's only less than a couple of hours to go until Monday. Here we are at William Wood. Whoa, break. There's a few passengers here. That's good. Oh, it's rush hour. That explains it. It's 8:21 in the morning. I just looked at the time of the clock in the game. A few passengers around. That's good. For Bobby for dinner, I'm having mac and cheese. Very nice. Oh dear, now I'm making my stomach rumble. I'm getting hungry now, even though I've got food myself. Oh dearie me, my stomach's upset now. It wants to eat something. It demands food. We won't talk about food. Don't talk about food anymore. Bobby's driving an SD40-2. Excellent. Foxy's limit is €550. Fair enough. Reasonable budget for a PS5. Whether it's good enough, I have no idea. Right, let's rock and roll. Once again, if this is making you hungry, I do apologise. I'm incredibly peckish this evening. Right, the next stop is Muirend, I think. This is the only station that I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Muirend. Not too sure. It was difficult to get an accurate translation of the station as well. Right, we're approaching Muirend now. Hence why the AWS is going off. Foxy, but personally I don't care if it is digital or normal, I just want one. Ah, fair enough. I'm not sure if there's an actual price difference between a digital and a normal or disc version. I'm not actually too sure, to be honest with you. Right, let's stop, please. Thank you, train. Rapid Revenge, I've been subbed for a while and have been enjoying the content. Excellent. Very glad you're enjoying it. Thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate you sticking around and enjoying the content I make. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bobby can't move forward. Oh dear. It's all kicking off on this stream, isn't it? Food, war, hungry. Trains not moving forward. Stations we can't see in the dark. Oh, it's all been happening tonight on this stream. You name it. Right, the next stop is Pollock Shields East, where we will be... wow, is that where we're stopping? Oh, wow. My lord, that's... we're not doing an all-stops service. That surprised me. Wow, that's a huge jump forward, isn't it? Wow. Oh, this service will be done quicker than I expected. Well. off we go. Foxy ASMR eating. No, I'm not Amarov, whoever her name is. That streamer on Twitch who does it. Who used to do the, whatchamacallit, hot tub streams. You know, she does AMSNR stuff, doesn't she, on Twitch or YouTube? We're not going down that route. No, not my scene, that's for sure. I'll stick to the trains and the games, I think. Bobby's hungry now. You're welcome. Foxy also use a lot of sand, but the handbrake, while putting the thing to 4. Oh, okay, I see. For Bobby's help with moving the train forward. Release the brake and you could go. That's the idea. It's quite difficult to get a train moving on sandpatch grade. I presume Bobby's on sandpatch grade. Depends on the type of gradient, the freight rolling stock as well, if that's heavy or loaded, and for weather conditions as well. If it's raining or snowing, then yeah, it's very, very difficult. There's another 314. Looking forward to doing a depot run. I have not done one. I haven't done one. Have I done one on Cathcart Circle? I think I have, but it's been a very long time since I've done one. Long time ago. Looking forward to pre-season testing continuing in Formula 1 next week. Be interesting to see what driver and look the Haas F1 team will have. That I'm very interested. Because I think Haas ran an all-white car for the last couple of days for pre-season testing due to the sponsorship issue with Russia and its driver Nikita Mazepin. Both have now been fired. Mazepin is in the bin, and the ukulele, whatever Russian sponsorship is called, that's in the garbage. That's down the drain. And now Haas will need a new driver and probably some new sponsorship. I hope they get it. I think Fittipaldi, their reserve driver, is rumoured to be taking the seat, but I personally like an experienced driver, like Magnussen to come back, or Hulkenberg. I think he'll be a very good leader to Haas, bring some much needed stability to the team, because they've had a very rocky period since the good days of 2018. Anyway, we're approaching Pollock Shields East. Here we go. Brief stutter from the game there. Oh, I thought that was the station we're stopping at. Of course it's not. It's the next one. Whoopsie. That's okay, we could cruise into the station. No problem. Lovely. Right, no more crisps now. I've had enough. There's more to eat downstairs tomorrow. Right, I'm going to have my very cold cup of tea. I've completely forgot about it. I've been so busy eating and chatting. Excuse me. I've forgotten about my tea. Blimey. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to get a drink a minute. Oh, let me drink. I'll go and get my drink. I need a drink. Oh dear. Oh, let me sit down. There we go. Very stiff, sitting in the chair. Also, I do have an apology to make. Apologies for the lack of videos in the last 3 days. I have been using up my time heavily, and I have no shame of admitting that I have been playing a ton load of Gran Turismo 7. Oh my god, it is unbelievable. If you do not have that game, even if you're not a fan of racing games, I beg you, go and get that game. It is an absolute blast. It is so much fun. So much fun. I mean, you can do anything you want with that game. It is so much fun. The career mode is fun. The photo mode is just awesome. The multiplayer is really, really fun. And varied as well. The cars, more than ever before. Well, not more in the series, the franchise of Gran Turismo, but I think roughly the same, if not more, than GT Sport. The graphics on the PS5 take it to a new level. The tuning, the customization, the livery editor, you name it. It is just, it's blown my expectations. I was so looking forward to getting that game. I was beyond excitement. I was like a kid at Christmas when I got that game, and my oh my, it has delivered. I am astounded. It is so good. It brings a smile to my face, even if I'm speaking about it now. It is top marks to Polyphony Digital. They have delivered an absolute cracker. If you have not got it, please get it. I beg you. Just get the normal one if you can. Even if it's on PS4, for goodness sake, it still performs really, really well. It is the identical game, the PS4 version and the PS5 version. It's only the graphics, really, that is the main difference. But wow, that game, top marks to Polyphony Digital. Absolute cracker. And I will be making some Gran Turismo 7 content on it. I am going to, of course I will. There is, in particular, a few videos I want to make on that route, the game. My head's in Train Sim World still. Yeah. Wow. I can't praise it enough. It is just simply out of this world. Right, I'll have a look at the chat because I have almost forgotten about it. Me doing monologues and so on and so forth. Let's have a look. Foxy, the US trains are not really explained. I only learned that through different scenarios and that the locomotive on the end of the train can push you. Always wants to be activated. I do agree. I do think the tutorials, not just in the United States locomotives, but across the game in general, they do need to be more in-depth. I think the only proper in-depth tutorial we have, and I think a lot of you will agree with me on this one, is the TGV on LGV Mediterranean. That is the best tutorial we've had. Really in-depth system explaining all the controls, what and when you need to, what certain controls you need to use at different points in the route, how to operate them. That was just a brilliant startup procedure process and a proper in-depth process as well into how to get the TGV up and running, and plus showcasing its controls as well. 100%. It needs to be more in-depth and more varied as well across the board. Foxy, I might get a scenario pack by Dovetail Games when it is on sale. Yeah, I think I'll do the same. I still haven't got the what was it, New Journeys expansion pack. I'll pick that up when it probably goes on the sale or something. I still need further convincing on it. I'm in no rush to buy it. I will buy it when I feel like buying it. The only thing that really attracts me to that is the Curl Aachen route with the new services and that 43. That's the only thing that's drawing my attention, but that's not enough for me to get my wallet out and pay for it. So yeah, we'll see what happens regarding that front. Foxy, oh yeah, I hope Ferrari will win. I hope so too. I beg to the heavens, Ferrari made a great looking car this year. I just hope it's a fast car too. I hope Haas will get a big title sponsor. Yeah, maybe they should get an American sponsor. Maybe they should get Apple or something to sponsor them. Give them a few quid. It's interesting that Apple has never really gone into the world of motorsport. That would be really beneficial to Apple as a company. I mean, it's not like they need any more exposure. Everyone knows what Apple looks like and what the company is about and the brand and so on and so forth and the products they made. But, just exposing it to, yet again, an even bigger audience or tapping into the younger generation, I think that would be really beneficial for Apple as a company. Foxy, I'm a Haas fan since I don't know when they started. They are just interesting, and I hope the underdog will get back to the midfield. But Alfa Romeo looks pretty awesome. Yeah, I've always had a little bit of a soft heart for Haas, but yeah, Alfa Romeo, they have a great looking car, but the car has not performed well in testing. I think it's been more times on the sidelines than on the track itself. So yeah, a few question marks Alfa Romeo. Foxy, yeah, no problem. Oh, can you do a GT7 stream or some short commentary videos? Oh, I will be making some videos with and without commentary for GT7. Stream-wise, I'm not really too sure because it's very difficult to play a driving game where you have to actually, brake, steer, accelerate, and chat to the the live chat at the same time. That's the only stumbling block. Because obviously I need to be looking at the road and the track and not my phone. That's the only problem. Hence why it's not good to look at your phone when driving in the real world. But I'll see. Alright, let's commence the last part of the stream, which is a depot run. I don't usually do that, so let's go and find one and do it. Branching out. Oh, the night shift. Oh, blimey. Nelson stop move. Whatever the weather. Pure Baltic. No, I don't think there is one. Okay, we'll have to go and find one. There's 313. We need a stock move. No, turn the train round at Neilston. What's the depot called? I've no idea. I've done it before. What's it called? Shields Depot. Let's type that in. Shields. Am I spelling Shields right? No, I'm not. Dear me. Shields Depot. Not deposit. Depot. Right, here we go. Let's find Glasgow Central to Shields Depot. Yeah, that'll do. Lovely. Perfect. Foxy, only as a suggestion, don't feel forced to. I like the music of GT Sport, especially the heavy metal songs. Yeah, I like the more classical Gran Turismo music, like Gran Turismo 2, 4, and maybe a bit, and 5 as well. 5 had a brilliant classical piano soundtrack, which I think you could even find on Apple Music or Spotify. Brilliant pieces there. I mean, it's just classical music, but yeah, I really like that kind of thing in the main menu of Gran Turismo games. And to some degree, they have retained some of the old musical soundtracks from old Gran Turismos, which is nice. I just wish they had. I wish they just imported the soundtrack of all the original games, rather than license new ones from artists. The ones that Polyphony Digital create are to be more better. It just feels more like it's got a better purpose. You feel more at home with the music that they make. But anyway, let's go to the Shields Depot. This is something very new to me. Right, let's go. Bobby has it. Excellent. Foxy learned most of the routes in the game by using Reddit and the TSW2 forums. Oh yeah, the forum is pretty good, but Cane Creek tutorials were very good too. Yeah, they weren't too bad. They were pretty simplistic. Not really like couple up to these wagons and bring them over to this part of the yard or something. It was more like just get the train moving, go forwards, stop. That was it. Mr. Quicker Streams, hey. He's come to say hi, but now he's got to go to bed. He's got a train to catch. All right. Nice to see you for like, a couple of minutes. We're just doing a depot run, and then I'll be calling it a day myself. Nearly 2 hours. Wow. Stream time? Is it? No, nearly not 2 hours. I started later, of course. Actually, I've got to check the map. The trusty map. Just in case I have to set any manual switches, or points I should say, since I'm in England. The UK. Right, go via Glasgow Central line number 5. Mr. Quicker Streams, I'm catching these 7:26 AM. Oh, we better go to bed then, blimey. I'll be asleep by now. Always got to prioritise your sleep first. Anyway, this stream will be re-uploaded to the channel anyway, so you can watch it back as many times as you like. Almost ran a red there, but thankfully it turned to green. Right, let's head to the Shields depot. Ah, lovely. Nice. I was about to say nice hot cup of tea, but it's very, very cold. Right. What have we got to do? Okay, we don't have to change any points as of yet. I imagine we will do soon. Mr. Quicker Streams, when are you next live? I am live tomorrow, 8:30 PM UK time. I'll be doing a stream on Cane Creek in Utah. Not literally in Utah, but the virtual world of Utah in the USA. So I'll be conducting a freight service in the western deserts of Utah, or southwestern deserts. Cane Creek is very much a western themed route, isn't it? You know, with those cowboys and denim jeans and horses and gunshot slingers and all that kind of stuff. Didn't think about that really. Cane Creek, you couldn't actually, you know, you could do like a historical pack for that, couldn't you really? Because obviously the surrounding area of Cane Creek has changed very little, I imagine, over the last 40, 50 years. The track itself, I'm not sure. So it'd be quite good. You mean you could bring the potash uranium mill, the Moab uranium mill to life. So it'd be much more busy then. It'd be quite interesting if they brought a historical pack to Cane Creek. But that's just a complete punt out of nowhere, of course. Mr. Quicker Streams, I need to get more sleep. I usually get 7.5 to 8 hours a night. Oh god, okay, fair enough. Best go and get some sleep. See you next time, Mr. Quicker Streams. Take care. Take care. Talk Gaming, gotta go. See you everyone. Have a good night. See you next time, Talk Gaming. Have a good night. Take care. This is very much new territory for me. Ooh. Just looking around with my eyes, seeing what buildings and monuments we can spot. Not any recognisable ones. I've never been to Glasgow. I've never been to Scotland, actually, in real life. I'd like to. Edinburgh's and Glasgow is certainly places I like to visit. Certainly the Highlands as well. Beautiful landscapes, I must say. A rapid revenge, the livery of the Glasgow Cathcart Circle. Very pretty. Yes, it is. It is very pretty. I agree. It looks very fresh, I suppose. Very vibrant colours. And the logo of ScotRail fits very nicely too. I'm just approaching the stopping point at Shields, the entrance / exit to Shields Depot. And stop. Right, now we've got to get out of the cab. Take a look at the rear camera. Right, off we go. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Whoa, whoa. Hold your horses, 314. Have patience, my friend. Way over the speed limit. Whoa. That will do. Oh, we just stopped there. Okay, fair enough. Foxy now looks okay-ish, but not that bad. Fair enough. Bobby's on the Amtrak Railroad. Excellent. Those white dots look fresh. Yeah, very dynamic, I suppose. Very inventive. Obviously, it's the Scottish flag, isn't it, or one half of it. Then you got the ScotRail there. Scotland's Railway. Yeah, that's a better one. Look, you can see the Scottish flag there. Each carriage. So yeah, pretty good, pretty cool. Whoops. Thought we were going a bit too slow. Never mind. Not the end of the world. So this is the depot. Very nice. Rapid Revenge, the 313 has quite possibly been my favourite add-on other than the East Coast Line. What's your favourite locomotive DLC? For me, it's definitely got to be... got to think here. Favourite, I haven't got an absolute favourite, but I've certainly got some candidates. The MP15 DC Switcher from Peninsula Corridor, the Heavy Freight Pack for Northern Transpennine, the... what else? 363 for Rustic Nord, the 313 for East Coastway, like you said. I'll give the Class 20 a shout out as well. Yeah. And the Amtrak Switcher as well in Train Sim World 2020. That was good fun. Mainly full of shunters, as I like switching and shunting in the game. But yeah, there are a few favourites. Oh, and I forgot the DBBR 101. Love that locomotive. Such good fun. Oh, come on, surely. Oh, I was too far. I thought I was not close enough. I thought I wasn't close enough. I've gone too far. Whoops. There, that will do, surely. There we are. Perfect. Now we're finally finished. Took me 10 minutes. Got a gold. Excellent. Now let's return to the main menu. And conclude this stream. Well, there we are. That is it. Done and dusted. Cathcart Circle Line tick on the streaming department. I'll just take a look at the chat. One more time. The Foxy, the Class 33 is cool. 52 is my baby. Oh, fair enough. Rapid Revenge, do you remember the back in the day when the HST was the only UK train route? Oh yes, I do remember that. I do remember. Bobby's got to go. Alright, take care. Class 52 was pretty cool. I agree. The 33 was not bad as well, actually. That's a underrated locomotive that should be used a lot more, but hopefully it probably won't, but hopefully it will one day. But there we are. That is it. The stream is over, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, like I said earlier in the stream, make sure to give it a like. Hit the subscribe button if you are new for more Train Sim World streams and content from me. In terms of the details of the next stream, like I said, it will be on Cane Creek tomorrow, on Monday, 8:30 p.m. UK time. Details of the stream will be in a community post on my channel, which I will post very, very shortly. So, I'd just like to say thank you very much for everyone watching, be that live or the live or on the replay of the stream. Enjoyed your company, and as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.